Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel RS Tutorials. Today we are going to discuss about India relief features. What is the location of India? According to the latitudes, India is located in northern hemisphere. According to the longitudes, India is located in eastern hemisphere. India lies in 8 degrees 4 minutes north and 37 degrees 6 minutes north latitudes and 68 degrees 7 minutes east longitudes and 97 degrees 25 minutes east longitudes. Now discuss about boundaries of India. What is the northern boundary of India? Himalayas. Southern boundary of India, Indian Ocean. Eastern boundary of India, Bay of Bengal. Western boundary of India, Arabian Sea. Northernmost point of India, Siachen Glacier. Northernmost state of India, Jammu and Kashmir. Southernmost point of India, Indira Point. Southernmost state of India, Tamil Nadu. Southernmost point of India mainland, Kanyakumari. Easternmost point of India, Kibitu. Easternmost state of India, Arunachal Pradesh. Westernmost point of India, Rann of Kutch. Westernmost state of India, Gujarat. Now we will discuss about area of India. 3.28 million square kilometers of area. Distance between north to south 3214 kilometers, 3214. Distance between east to west 2933 kilometers. Total length of coastal line of India 7516 kilometers. Number of coastal states in India, there are 9 states. Number of coastal districts in Andhra Pradesh, there are 9. The length of coastal line of India mainland 6100 kilometers. India is 7th largest country in the world. So India is second most populous country in the world according to the population. Population of India in 2011 census 121 crores. So at present, so what is the population of India? Nearly 130 crores population there. Highest population state in India, Uttar Pradesh. Highest density population state, Bihar, 1102 persons. Largest coastal line states, Gujarat, first place, second place, Andhra Pradesh. So now discuss about main latitude of India. So what is the main latitude of India? 23.5 degrees north latitude. It is also called as Tropic of Cancer. 23.5 degrees Tropic of Cancer passes through 8 states. So there are Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura and Mizoram. So we already discussed that. So the simple code we can easily remember that Rachaguma Japatrami. So this is completely Telugu words. Once again repeat, Rachaguma Japatrami. Me means Mizoram. Now we'll discuss about main longitude of India. So what is the main longitude of India? 82.5 degrees east longitude. So it is Indian Standard Time. So it was decided by the Indian government according to the GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. India is ahead of 5.5 hours. So GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, passes through which city? London City. London City is the capital of England. 0 degree longitude is declared as a world time zone. So means GMT. Now we'll discuss about geological background of India. Continental drift theory was proposed by Alfred Wegener from Germany. 220 million years ago, Pangaea was a single landmass which was surrounded by Panthalassa Ocean. Angara land, it is also known as Laurentia, and Gondwana land was separated by the Tethys Sea. So now discuss about How was Himalayas formed? Indian Peninsula was a part of Gondwana land. Over 200 million years ago, Gondwana land split into pieces and peninsular India plate moved towards northeast direction and collided the large Eurasian plate. It is also called as Angara land. Owing to this collision, immense compression force, mountains were evolved through a folding process over a millions of years. The present form of Himalayas were formed. How were the northern plains formed? The breaking off from northern corners of the peninsular plateau led to formation of a large basin, large shallow basin. In course of time, the basin slowly got filled with sediments deposited by the Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers. In this way, large extensive flat northern plain formed. The peninsular plateau is one of the most ancient land block of the earth. So we'll discuss about Himalayas related matter. So the Himalayan ranges run in the west to east direction in the form of an arc with a distance about 2400 kilometers. So the width differ from 500 kilometers to 200 kilometers. The Himalayas comprises three parallel ranges. So what are the three parallel ranges? Greater Himalayas, first one Greater Himalayas, second one Lesser Himalayas, third one Outer Himalayas. The Greater Himalayas also called as Himadri, Lesser Himalayas also called as Himachal, Outer Himalayas also known as Shivaliks, and also Purvanchal ranges also there. So now discuss about Greater Himalayas. The northernmost ranges of Himalayas is known as Himadri. It is composed of ice and snow and glaciers. The glaciers are formed in this region. The highest mountain peaks are found in this region. Mount Everest, K2. K2 also known as Godwin Austen. It is located in POK, Pak occupied Kashmir. The average elevation of Himadri is 6100 meters. So now Lesser Himalayas. Himachal ranges are located south of the Himadri. It is composed of highly compressed rocks. Valley and hill stations are found in this region. The average elevation of Himachal is 3700 to 4500 meters. Pirpanjal and Mahabharat ranges are the important ranges in this region. Pirpanjal, it is located in the Jammu and Kashmir. Mahabharat ranges is located in Nepal country. So now Outer Himalayas. Southernmost ranges of Himalayas are called Shivaliks. Easternmost boundary of Himalayas is Brahmaputra Valley. The ranges are called different names in different regions. Jammu Hills in Jammu, Mishmi Hills in Arunachal Pradesh, Kachar Hills in Assam region. So different names in different regions. Now discuss about Purvanchal mountains. The Purvanchal ranges are mountains mostly composed of sedimentary sandstones. Purvanchal ranges are located in northeast region of India. So northeast region means there are 7 sisters are there. 7 sister states are there. Regionally, the Purvanchal ranges are known as Patkai Hills, Khasi Hills and Mizo Hills. Patkai Hills located in Assam and Arunachal Pradesh states. Khasi Hills in Meghalaya state. Mizo Hills in Mizoram. So now we'll discuss about greatness of Himalayas. Himalayas act as a barriers protecting the great plains of India from cold winds of Central Asia. Himalayas are responsible for summer and monsoon type of climate. Himalayan rivers are making the plains very fertile. The Himalayas are promoting tourism industry and earning foreign exchange. Himalayan slopes are terraced for cultivation. Tea is an unique crop which can be grown on hill slopes only. The valleys are known for cultivation of fruits, different kinds of fruits. There are famous hill stations like Shimla, Mussoorie, Nainital, Ranikhet, etc. It is covered by evergreen forest. If the Himalayas are absent, what would happen? If the Himalayas are absent, India would have been cold desert. The harsh climate conditions hinder the economic development of the country. Absence of perennial rivers, absence of summer rains and monsoon type of climate, India might have been turned into a dryland area. Now we will discuss about Indo-Gangetic Plain. The Indo-Gangetic Plain, also known as North India River Plain, it is also known as Northern Plain. Indo-Gangetic Plain is formed with the interaction of three Himalayan rivers. There are Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra. Indo-Gangetic Plain broadly consists of three divisions. So one, western part, central part and eastern part. So now western part is mainly formed by Indus river and its tributaries. Indus originates in Kailasa ranges in Tibet near Manas Sarovar lake. It enters Indian territory in Jammu and Kashmir. Its main tributaries are Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, Satluj. It flows through Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab and Himachal Pradesh. Central part is formed by Ganga and its tributaries. The Ganga has two sources. The main source is Gangotri Glacier. Here it is called as Bhagirathi. The other is the Satpont Glacier. So where it is called the Alaknanda. The two join at Devaprayaga to form the main Ganga river. So there are some tributaries also there. Eastern part is mainly formed by Brahmaputra and its tributaries. Brahmaputra originates at Chamyongdong Glacier in the Kailasa ranges near Manasarovar. This river is known as Zangpo in Tibet. Zangpo in Tibet. Jamuna in Bangladesh. It enters India in a great loop southwest through Arunachal Pradesh, first as Siang and then as called Dihang. When it enters the Assam Valley, it is joined by two tributaries called Dibang and the Lohit. From here, the river is known as Brahmaputra. What is the eastern boundary of Himalayas? Brahmaputra Valley is the eastern boundary of Himalayas. Doab feature appears in western part. What is Doab? The fertile land between the two rivers called as Doab. What is Babar? The old alluvial soil known as Babar. Babar is a porous nature. It is mainly found parallel to the foothills of Shivaliks. Small rivers and streams flow underground through Babar and reappear on the lower areas and form a swampy and marshy region. It is known as Terai region. What is Kadar? Kadar means new alluvial soil. The Terai means the region had thick forest and rich variety of wildlife. Now most of the Terai zone has been cleared and used for agriculture operations. South of the Terai region, fine alluvial plains are found. Now we will discuss about Peninsular Plateau region. The Indian plateau is also known as Peninsular Plateau. It consists of ghats and plateaus. It is surrounded by the sea on three sides: east, west and south. Eastwards Bay of Bengal, west Arabian Sea, South Indian Ocean. It comprised of old crystalline, hard igneous and metamorphic rocks. The large amount of metallic and non-metallic mineral resources are found in this region. The topography of plateau is slightly tilted towards the east. So, most of the peninsular rivers flow towards east and join in Bay of Bengal. Western and eastern Ghats are located from west to east edges. Western Ghats located in west side and eastern Ghats located in the eastern edge of this plateau. The southernmost tip of the plateau is known as Kanyakumari. The peninsular plateau consists of two broad divisions. Central highlands, it is known as Malwa Plateau. Malwa Plateau towards east, Chota Nagpur Plateau is there. And another one, Deccan Plateau. Location of Malwa Plateau. It lies in south of Gangetic Plain and north of Narmada River. The rivers of this region are not perennial, they are rain fed only. Location of Deccan Plateau. Northern boundary of Deccan Plateau is Satpura Mountains. Southern boundary of Deccan Plateau is Nilgiri Mountains. Now we'll discuss about difference between Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Western Ghats located in west coast of India. They are less width. They are unbroken, means continuous hills. Highest peak in the Western Ghats is Anaimudi, 2695 meters. Western Ghats are higher than Eastern Ghats. Western Ghats exceeds more than 900 meters. Eastern Ghats located in east coast. They are much width. They are broken by small and fast falling rivers. The famous hill station Udigamandalam, popularly known as Ooty, it is located in Nilagiri Hills. The highest peak in this Nilagiri is Dodabetta, 2637 meters. Now we will discuss about east coastal plains and west coastal plains. First we will discuss east coastal plains. The eastern coastal plains lies between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. It stretches from Mahanadi in Odisha to Kaveri Delta in Tamil Nadu. So they are width and have large surface structure. Now we'll discuss about coastal plains, east coastal plains and west coastal plains. The eastern coastal plains lies between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. It stretches from Mahanadi in Odisha to Kaveri Delta in Tamil Nadu. They are wide and have large surface structure. These plains are formed by rivers Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. So these plains are very fertile. It can be divided into three parts. Utkal coast in Odisha, Sarkar coast in Andhra, Coromandel coast, it is in Tamil Nadu. So these plains are agriculturally developed. Some lakes like Chilka Lake in Odisha, Kolleru freshwater lake and Pulicat in Andhra Pradesh are in these plains. So now discuss about western coastal plains. The western coastal plains lies between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. It starts at the Rann of Kutch and ends at Kanyakumari region. These are narrow than the eastern coastal plains. These plains are uneven and broken by hill terrain. East coastal plains are less fertile. So these are divided three parts. Konkan coast, Canara coast and Malabar coast. Konkan coast, it belongs to Karnataka and Maharashtra, and Canara coast Now discuss about West Coastal Plains. Now we'll discuss about West Coastal Plains. The Western Coastal Plains lies between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. It starts at Rann of Kutch and ends at Kanyakumari. So these are narrow than the Eastern Coastal Plains. These plains are uneven and broken by hill terrain. Less fertile soils are there. So there are divided three parts: Konkan coast, Canara coast and Malabar coast. Konkan coast belong to Goa and Maharashtra. Canara coast belong to Karnataka. Malabar coast is belong to that Kerala. So these plains not agriculturally developed. There are no such lakes are found in this region. The Thar Desert is located on the leeward side of Aravallis. It is also known as the Great Indian Desert. It occupies a major part of Rajasthan. The climate of this region is arid climate. Its annual rainfall is about 100 to 150 millimeters per year. Streams appear during the rainy season and disappear soon after. Luni is the only river in this region. The Indira Gandhi Canal, the longest canal in the India, 650 kilometers. It provides water to the part of the Thar Desert. Hence, several hectares of Thar Desert land have been brought under the cultivation. Islands in India. So there are two groups of islands in India. So one is Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and second one Lakshadweep Islands. Andaman and Nicobar Islands have 200 plus 19. Totally 219 islands are there. Andaman Islands have 200 and Nicobar Islands have 19. Totally 219 islands are there. These islands are located in Bay of Bengal. Andaman and Nicobar Islands are an elevation portion of submerged mountain part running from Myanmar, Mountain Arcanioma. The Andaman is in the north while the Nicobar is in the south. In these islands, Narkondam and Barren Islands are of volcanic origin. The southernmost point of India is called Indira Point. It is in Nicobar Islands. The Indira Point was submerged during the 2004 tsunami. The Lakshadweep Islands are located in Arabian Sea. So they are of coral origin. They are famous for a great variety of flora and fauna. So there are totally 36 group of islands are there. Pilti Bird Sanctuary is located in Lakshadweep Islands. Some important bit questions from this chapter. What is meant by IST? IST stands for Indian Standard Time. It is calculated at 82.5 degrees east longitude. What are the sources for perennial rivers? The seasonal cycle of accumulation of ice and movement and melting of glaciers. What are the valleys located in the Lesser Himalayas? The Kashmir Valley, the Kangra Valley and Kulu Valley. Name the some important hill stations located in the Himalayas. Simla, Mussoorie, Nainital and Ranikhet. What are dunes? Name some dunes. The valleys lying between the Lesser Himalayas and Outer Himalayas. It's called as dunes. Example: Dehradun, Kotli Dune, Patli Dune. The valleys lying between the Himachal ranges and Shivalik ranges. Name the rivers that caused the formation of the Indo-Gangetic Plain. The rivers Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra and its tributaries. What are the three broad divisions of Indo-Gangetic Plain? The broad divisions of Indo-Gangetic Plain are western part, central part, eastern part. What is terrain? The small Himalayan rivers flow underground through Babar and reappear in lower areas and form as a swampy and marshy region called terrain. Name the neighboring countries of India. The neighboring countries of India are Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, Myanmar, Nepal, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Where is Annamalai Hills located? Western Ghats. What is the Deccan Plateau? The portion of Peninsular Plateau lying to the south of Narmada is called Deccan Plateau. It is a triangular in shape. Name the lakes located in Andhra Pradesh. The Kolleru Lake and Pulikettu Lake. Kolleru Lake. It is the freshwater lake. It is located in Krishna and Godavari rivers. And Pulikettu Lake, it is saltwater lake. It is located in Nelluru district and border of Tamil Nadu state. It is the second largest saltwater lake. Identify the pictures and answer them. First one, identify the picture. Option A, narrow steep valley formed in Sikkim. Option B, terrace farming on Himalayas. Option C, vegetation in Himalayas. Option D, Makdong Diampep Valley in Meghalaya. So right answer is option D, Makdong Diampep Valley in Meghalaya. Identify the picture. Option A, Sundarban mangrove. Option B, a settlement in Thar desert. Option C, Annamalai Hills. Option D, Tibetan Plateau. The right answer is option A. Identify the picture. Option A, Sundarban mangrove forest. Option B, a village on Brahmaputra. Option C, coral reefs. Option D, typical vegetation of Himalayas. So right answer is option C. Identify the picture. Option A, parrot. Option B, Nicobar bird. Option C, a peacock. Option D, an owl. So right answer is option B. మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి అండ్ ఫైనల్లీ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ది బెల్ ఐకాన్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.